Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I am reviewing the new Dermablend Blurring Mousse Camo Foundation. I have this in the shade Sand. I believe there's actually 12 shades in this foundation range, which is a pretty good amount. I am the color Sand, and honestly when I was ordering this online I was kind of like, I don't know what shade to pick, just because Dermablend always seems to be more on the natural side, so it is a neutral undertone for most cases. And even when it says it's a yellow undertone, it's definitely more on the neutral with slight yellow. So with that being said, I did pick out Sand, and honestly I think it's a good skin match. It is slightly pink, but I don't hate it. Like I said, I was really nervous about the shades. I will recommend that if you do decide on purchasing this, to get it from dermablend.com, because if you go online and you do some digging, and it won't take you that long, you can get a 20% off code, and I got this for $30. Originally priced it's $38. With that being said, this foundation is for oily combination and acne prone skin. It's an oil-free coverage and a fresh mousse texture to smooth the appearance of bumps, crevices, and enlarged pores. Seamlessly camouflages skin concerns including acne, redness, and scars with the natural matte finish for up to 18 hours. It's fragrance-free and non-comedogenic. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. That being said, what really drew me to this foundation personally was the fact that it's supposed to blur out your scars and your crevices and as someone who suffers from acne myself, and not so much acne anymore, I do break out every now and then, mostly my own fault, like putting on the wrong product, stuff that I know my skin is allergic to or reacts to, and I still use it anyway. However, I do have acne scars, and that's something that, you know, is a big insecurity for me, and part of the reason I wear foundation and why I'm so obsessed with hunting for new foundation. And so like I didn't even think about it, guys. I literally went on the website, I found the coupon, I bought it, and I was like, no regrets. The only regrets was like contemplating the shade range, which is always an issue when you're buying online. I haven't tried any of the other shades obviously, but I think this is a good match. It is a medium coverage, so I was kind of iffy about that, and you'll see later on. Honestly guys, I'm really excited to try this foundation, and I hope y'all enjoy this video. I'm not gonna waste any more time, and without further ado, I'm just gonna go ahead and go straight into the demo. Okay guys, so I'm gonna take my Dermablend Blurring Mousse Camo Foundation in the shade Sand, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the right side of my face using the Beauty Blender Smudge. Okay guys, so I've applied the foundation to the right side of my face, and for the most part it is a medium coverage. I won't say that it's full coverage whatsoever, just because I still see some of my blemishes peeking through. I don't love the way the Beauty Blender applied this foundation, but I can't compare it just yet. So now I'm taking my Marc Jacobs foundation brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it to the left side of my face. Okay guys, so I finished applying the foundation to the left side of my face with the brush, and not only did I use less product, the foundation coverage is really incredible just by using the brush. I have to say it's way better than the freaking Beauty Blender. So if you buy this foundation, forget the Beauty Blender, because I'm not feeling it. So I'm gonna go ahead with the rest of the foundation that I have left over in my hand, and I'm gonna go ahead and use the brush and apply it to the right side of my face to even out the coverage, because on the left side of my face, and I'm kind of just tapping it in. I will say guys, from first glance, it does blur out your pores and imperfections. So when they talk about the blurring technology or whatever that's in this foundation to cover up acne scars and everything, it's pretty spot on, because it did cover up everything, and my face looks really like smooth. This kind of reminds me of the Hourglass Immaculate foundation, which I will be reviewing. They did send that over to me, but I haven't gotten around to filming that since I moved and whatnot. So I've applied the foundation to both sides of my face. I have to say guys, the brush is so much better than the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender was just absorbing the product and like just letting the product sink into my pores, but not in a good way. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup, and so I finished applying the rest of my makeup, and I'm keeping it really natural right now just because I'm not really doing anything. It's 6:38 in the afternoon, so I'll be back in a couple hours to check back in with you guys, and I'll save my first impressions and whatnot till later on in the video just to not spoil anything. But so far I'm really liking this foundation guys. So yeah guys, I'll be back in. Hey guys, so it's 8:57 in the afternoon. It's been about 2 hours since I initially put on the foundation, and I have to say guys, for the most part it still looks good. I am getting slightly oily on my T-zone, or not even my T-zone, just on the bridge of my nose, which is fairly normal and right about here, but I can't tell if it's my highlighter or if it's just the foundation. But honestly, it's literally just the spot right here and the bridge of my nose, so it's not too bad. It's not something that I can't fix with a little bit of powder. But overall, the foundation still looks really good. It's still keeping in place. And I guess I'll be back in a couple hours. I don't really have much to say just yet, just because it's only been 2 hours. So I'll be back in a couple hours to check back in with you guys. Hey guys, so it's now 1:30 in the morning. It's been about 7 hours since I initially put on the foundation. I have to say, guys, overall, it's not breaking apart or anything. I am starting to get super oily on my T-zone. I did touch up like about an hour ago, but it's starting to feel really heavy on my face. The foundation is holding up really well as far as it's not breaking apart anywhere really, other than just being oily. The foundation's good on my skin. My pores still look super smooth. I still have a blurring effect on my skin. So I have to say, guys, overall the coverage and the longevity of the foundation is really well. However, as far as mattifying, I don't know about that, just because I am super oily in my T-zone, or I was. And even still, like right now, there's just so much oil like on my nose and underneath my eyes. I don't know if it's because I didn't prime or whatever, but that's just something that I'm kind of like iffy about. But as far as like the blurring and whatnot, the foundation looks really good. I have to give that part a thumbs up. So I'm gonna go ahead and conclude the video because I do feel like I have to take it off. I just feel like I've been wearing makeup all day. Even before I did this, I had taken off my makeup from before, so it's like my skin needs to breathe. So the pros to this foundation are that, one, it is going to cover up your acne or acne scars, your rosacea, minor things like minimal scarring type of stuff. It will cover up. In my case, I do have a lot of acne scars. I don't really have acne anymore. I still have my breakouts every now and then, but as far as my acne scars, this definitely covered everything up. It definitely did smoothen out my complexion. B, it is a medium coverage, so that's another kind of thing. It's medium to full coverage. I wouldn't even give this just the medium coverage because I feel like some foundations market themselves as medium, but then they end up being like sheer coverage in my opinion, just because, I do have troubled skin. So to me, like, coverage is everything. I would say that this is medium buildable, so you can definitely get a full coverage out of this, and I give the coverage a thumbs up. The only con to this foundation, to be honest, is the mattifying effect. I feel like there are other foundations out there that are way more mattifying. I just feel like this wasn't as matte as it is marketed, just because, it is called Blurring Mousse Camo, and it's supposed to be a matte natural finish. But I just find that it's not as mattifying as, their marketing, because, people with acne tend to have oily skin, and I just feel like in that aspect, it's a thumbs down. However, overall, I think this is a great foundation. If you do have acne, if you do have, acne scars, acne marks, rosacea, whatever it may be, I feel like this foundation will definitely help to resurface that with the makeup. I don't think it's going to resurface your scars. This isn't any type of like treatment. However, as far as concealing, I think it would do a great job of resurfacing your whole face and just giving you a smooth complexion altogether. For those of us that do suffer with acne scars, that's honestly like our goal when we wear makeup. In my personal opinion, when I'm applying my foundation, I want something to really soften my face and really, smoothen out my features. And I just think that foundation really did this, and I have to give Dermablend a thumbs up. I actually like this foundation more than I like this. I feel like this has more coverage, however, it's more hydrating than it is mattifying. This is just way better if you do have oily skin. I definitely recommend this. I actually have reviewed this foundation before, so make sure you check that out if you haven't already, but I definitely recommend this more if you have oily skin. I just feel like this is a great foundation. Another thing that might have gone wrong is maybe I didn't use the Dermablend setting powder. A lot of times the Dermablend brand really encourages you to use their setting powder. In my experience, their loose setting powder actually broke me out, so I avoid their setting powder. I have not tried their compact or pressed powder version, just because pressed powder, for whatever reason, just doesn't make me break out. I don't know what it is, but I haven't tried that, so maybe next time I do that, I'll use that. I use the very light setting powder. It's not even a mattifying powder. It's the Primed and Poreless by Too Faced, so it's nothing super strong. I really just wanted to see how good the foundation would wear on its own without, a super mattifying setting powder. But I do have to say, I do give it a thumbs up because it did last 7 hours, which is still incredible for, considering most foundations only last 5 to 6 hours. With that being said, guys, this is honestly a good foundation, and I do give this foundation a thumbs up. Would I say this is a holy grail foundation? No. However, if you do suffer from acne scars, I think this is your best bet, and the only other foundation that I can really think that really like smoothens out your scars is the Hourglass Immaculate foundation, and of course the Marc Jacobs foundation. However, that one is just such an extreme coverage that, sometimes you do want something a little bit lighter. And I'm not saying that the Marc Jacobs is super heavy. It is a lightweight foundation. However, when you're trying to cover up all your acne scars and whatnot, it can get a little heavy. From personal experience, just being honest. But honestly, guys, I have nothing bad to say about this foundation other than the mattifying thing that they advertise. I wouldn't return it. I would definitely keep it. I would definitely use this more on natural days like today, even though I am wearing like super tight lipstick. This is my natural face. I'm only wearing bronzer, my eyebrows, and my lipstick. To me, that is natural. I don't know what your natural is, but I would honestly wear this a lot more. But again, I would definitely use some sort of setting powder to really mattify my complexion, because I just feel like the amount of oil on my nose right now is insane. But I don't hate it. It's the only reason I can excuse the oil and give this foundation a thumbs up is because the makeup and the product is not separating, which is crazy because normally when you have an oily T-zone, the product is like breaking apart in that area and you can see the redness underneath. In this case, the coverage is phenomenal. Like, it's really good. For a medium coverage foundation, this is amazing. Like, I'm kind of like, whoa. And like I said, the product isn't building isn't separating at all, so I definitely give this foundation a thumbs up. I definitely recommend that you check it out. They sell it at Ulta. I believe they should have it by the end of the month, or maybe even before that. It just came out. It does retail for $36, I believe, but definitely worth a try if you do suffer from acne, if you do have oily skin, if you do suffer from acne scars, and that's a big skin concern for you, like it is for myself. So other than that, guys, that's all I really have to say. I definitely give this foundation a thumbs up. I hope you liked this video. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that so much. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat at DGAFpanda and keep up with me on a daily basis. And if you watch this video all the way to the very end, let me know what your favorite sunscreen is for this summer. I know summer's almost over, but I'm always curious. So yeah, guys, DGAFpanda out. I'm still trying to figure it out, so ignore the background. This is actually my closet door. With that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So my first